I'm going to
smell it.
I'm gonna double check. But I swear I did, so I'll fix it.
Just double check it. Not same thing for you. I know yours is separate on the QC tab, so I just want to make sure that everything is 100% up to date. And then just make sure, Ariel, when you're copying in your events, place the gold because then at least it knows what he needs to send to you to support you for the QAs.
Yep.
Okay. Fabulous.
No, dude, you have to put your buttons.
I think other than that, if there is like a cool concept, a cool idea that you want to move forward with, then absolutely. Any workshops that we can book, so congratulations, Ariel, for getting Oshawa in the books. I know that you're working with Eden Center as the best in your ability. You can share with Val your findings yesterday in regards to the fact that everyone's asking for education.
So yeah, I got to touch base with Tanya because she wasn't available when we were at the kiosk together. But anyway, I just was like, talk to me, tell me about everything, how's it going? I'm like, I'm sure everyone's trying to get their piece of the pie, and she's like, yes. I didn't mention because I had told Angie I'm like 95% positive somehow Charlotte had a masterclass, and I don't really know why. That's another thing we were discussing because I'm like, the only thing they've released is really their cream eyeshadows as far as I know. But I did see pictures. No. So I don't know how they got it, or if they again had it maybe booked already prior to close, but they're the only ones who have had it. She did say to me her hours are tight right now, and of course it was day one back for brand support, so she's just getting used to everybody being back in store. She said at most she thinks she could possibly offer us an extended touch base, so kind of what we did in FSC where we would be about 15 minutes or so in touch base. So if we could secure that. If not, she said I need to speak with Anissa, so I will reach out. I'll see if anything is possible. If not now, later, or anytime really. She did give me a preview. I think I was the only person she took into the back walls, which was really nice. But as you saw from the side, I don't know, the side panels are still up, so they're still putting in the glass. And for the pop-up side, it looks really small now, but Amelia told me that there's almost two dedicated beauty studio spots in the pop-up area. So the whole concept behind this is that we no longer will have like a full beauty studio takeover, but those two specific spots will be for anything in regards to activations for pop-ups. And I almost didn't believe her because I was like, where would they put it? They're gonna put a beauty studio in front of the window, and they did. So she took me back there and kind of gave me a sneak peek, which was really cool. So it's interesting. Yeah. It definitely feels a little smaller though, but the lighting's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. It's brand new, but it does feel a little smaller. But once the walls come down, I think we're gonna push it a bit further.
Yeah. I think it's a great start if you can talk to convince her to allow you to do like
does that mean we get to
touch
do
bases.
monkey bars?
And then what does that
Oh
look
yeah,
like
monkey
for
bars
foundation goddessing?
You know what we can do?
What do you have?
We can make it work. We can shape from somewhere else, and we definitely need to make sure that we're successful in foundation in that door.
Because I'll tell you right now, Yorkdale was not a successful education launch as I would have liked it, and that was the accessibility. The accessibility game to me was like nil, and then when I thought I landed 3 days and 15 minutes to find out I had to share the platform with 2 other brands. 32 people trained, only 14 people gratis. Not ideal, and I can see the suffering. Like when you look at the report, you can see Yorkdale is nowhere near where it should be, I think, in terms of suffering. So I think it's definitely going to be important.
Actually, it's the sale for the foundation launch today. The door that sold the most foundation here launched today.
Who is it?
It's Polo Park.
You said you do that.
That's crazy.
So I want to go, but I'm gonna redo the
How many
report. I'm
do you think
gonna,
that?
and I also reached out to
think we
Dylan
can
and
do
Bill to do the
What?
mix of business, and I was trying to pull it on my
I
own,
was
but
thinking that.
I wasn't able to do it. But yeah, Polo Park is number 1, followed by Square 1. I'll share it on the call later.
Square one. I will
Then Carrefour Laval,
Put your feedback. Use
like
your
if I
arms
put
and
the
your
top
chest.
10 doors in quantities, it's
And then
Laval, Von,
it's your
Cross-Iron.
arms. Come on, do one.
What's
Put your legs out further. No, put your legs back.
That's 5 to 20.
Put your head
It's near the door.
over here. Head here. Look at the ceiling. Look at the ceiling.
Centre window.
Use your arms.
Centre window.
Good,
Sure
like
way
it,
and
not
center.
Use your arms.
At
Yes.
94, then
No,
your
that's
bill
just
has
arms.
sold 92 and
You
below
should like
91.
this. Touch
You know
this.
that for square one, you grab
I'm
us pretty much
trying.
the entire store.
Just do one. One
See
proper
there
one.
number 2. So in units.
No, your
So
arms, not
I,
your
I,
bum.
like when I was looking at the
Your
gratis sheet of that, I was like, I was
Yes,
working, I was
open
like,
them
I don't
all the
even know
way.
how I'm gonna, and I
You
didn't
could
even
touch
have
your
the.
chest to the way. Touch.
Sometimes it's worse.
Make your chest touch that and come back up.
And the worst
No.
store is sold for.
Hey, try a push-up without that. Just do it on the floor.
But you know, I think we have it under control.
And then the second last one is TC. But still sold for like last week.
A push-up.
That's crazy, but I definitely think I was looking about, I was also looking
Okay.
at the trainings that we did, and I was looking at what gratis allotments like we offered, and then I was also
It's like
looking
a
at Ottawa as well, and I find doors where we gratis 13 and above, we have a stronger emphasis
A
on
little bit better.
So I think that magic number, like if I had to guess,
What? How?
You
like
guys.
minimum like that 13 to 15 in your level 2, but probably
Queen,
20 to
do
25 in your level
something.
1.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we can definitely take a closer look at that.
So now today, because I was looking at like those numbers are not what I expected, and not what I wanted
It
them to
has
be.
nothing to do with
So
it.
today Cass is in, so we had a little TV this morning to be like, okay, you're gonna go in, like all of your top sellers, your top supporters, your top PSBA pushers, in services, get their gratis. Let's just go. So like we can, work on like 5-minute educations if that's what we need to do. But I know the minute that they touch it, they use it, they feel it, and it's theirs, it'll be a different story.
Yeah.
It's a great foundation.
Yeah, it's really good. And I think but I do really believe that it's more like a snowball effect,
Yes.
which not a bad thing. Because when we launch something, we go like this, and then and then the next year it's super hard to come. So if we're able to build it as we're going, it's going to be better for us in the long term. But we're doing really well in the foundation.
Do we
And
know,
the stock is not optimal, but
do we know what we are ranking currently for the foundation?
I will know. Thursday we have our monthly call with our merchants, so that's one of my apps I want to do. Like they're going to share with us like the launch today, and so we'll have all that data for you guys.
I've had probably about 3 people tell me they think it's very similar to the old Armani, which is good for us because people like that old.
Instead of my words, an influence, maybe I shared it.
You can do it. Straight up.
They were saying like if the old Armani had a baby with double wear, I think this is what it's a great baby.
That's a great baby. Yeah. I'm not gonna complain. Not whatsoever. Is double wear at least the original was oil based?
Couple and down.
I think it was oil based. I don't know if the new variation is because the only reason why I think this is because sometimes when HD skin would not work on people who just like no matter what you did, you saw too much texture because they needed to a good skincare routine. The double wear would go on like butter. And that's why in my mind I always thought it was oil based, but I don't know if the new one is.
Can we just confirm, I heard that this new formula is a hybrid water silicone base, correct? Do we know?
You're talking about the
Are you talking ours?
Yeah. I heard somebody say it in the video, so I was like, let me ask.
See, that's weird because it's you could say it's a hybrid water silicone base, but the silicones we use are vegetal silicones. But I feel like it wouldn't make sense for us to put out a predominantly water-based foundation, especially since it's like 85% skincare.
No, just asking.
I've been doing Beat Saber lately.
It's one of these things now that that's what we were saying when we were in Florida. Like
I had
Yeah, we can get those answers from Eddie or maybe even Kevin knows.
because when I was at Fairview, I had one of my a solid seller for us. She was saying that the first time she used it with I think a water-based moisturizer, she's like, I freaked out, it pilled or whatever, and I was like, no, just use it with a regular cream moisturizer, and she did. The second time hesitantly, but she trusted me, and she's like, it went on beautiful. So if I could have that info, it'd be really good.
Wait, has anyone had the new foundation come on them?
The what?
Our new foundation.
I never heard that anyone say that it killed.
No, when I saw Gabby at Sherway, she was like, yeah, she has that. Well, Gabby works for.
Enough or the Gabby used to work for us.
Yes, Gabby used to work for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought she had left for the US.
Soon, almost soon. Her visa went through. But she works for, is it Dr. Dennis Rose Plus from Elephant? I can't remember. But I was talking to her because she tried to have that event at Go Well before COVID, and she was like, oh my god, we had 4 of us there, and we did 5 minutes sales. So that's why I was thinking, I think we need to switch our support because it's not going to make sense.
Same thing for us.
But she's like, yeah, the new foundation night. She's like, but it's not long wearing. And I was like, it's long wearing. Maybe not to the extent of HD skin. Like, I don't think it's as waterproof.
That's
That's
another
why
thing.
it's also more it's friendlier for drier skin.
Well, that's what I explained. So knowing, because what I explained to BAs is you have to understand that the HD skin formula, because it was as waterproof as it was, with the lack of skincare ingredients, was dehydrating to the skin for prolonged use of time. So this way, this formula is a better variation, a better version. Not that it's a renovation, but it's a better concept because it's
Heavy.
being
Ouch.
Guys,
down over time. But so you might have people say that we're true HD skin lovers and more maybe on oily skin type are full, your full BBs. Because I don't think it's full coverage. I think there's a lot of blur that tricks me into believing it's full coverage. It's got great blur.
Yeah.
it does build well, but it's a solid medium. It's not full.
You are mute.
Oh, sorry. I was saying it's a solid medium. It's definitely not full, but it does build well, which I always showcase to people, because that is the thing. Oh, it looks so natural. Well, yes, but if you want fuller coverage, it's not going to look natural, and people just don't understand that.
No.
Yeah, I think I had the same perspective. It's one of the VAs telling me that they didn't like this formula as much because they felt that the previous one covered more, but she was very oily and she had a lot of texture. Even though I'm sure it would look so much nicer on her with this formula, because the texture wouldn't show as much, she really felt like she needed that fuller coverage. But
Yeah.
it's probably, as you're saying, Angela, the blurry kind of effect.
Use it with pore minimizer. Use it with
That tricks you. Yeah, exactly.
The new powder foundation of
Well, you know what? Regardless, I'm sort of doing the half and half moments, and I'm like, this is it without your powder, this is it with your powder. And then if they're like, I don't like this full coverage moment, okay, let's go to perfecting, and then I'll be perfecting on the ladder. But
See, for me, I show the buildability. So I have a lot of clients, because we're now in front of NARS, Natural Radiance, or the new soft matte is still very full. So I'll tell them, like, I'll be like, yeah, well, technically, yes, it will cover a bit more. Pigmentation will always show through. I use my own face, and I show them all my sunspot. And then I show them the double layer of ours. And they're like, oh, that, yeah, but I'm like, do you still see how much more skin like this looks compared to such?
the NARS one is very chalky. It's very dehydrated.
Oh my god, it's so yellow. Oh, NARS is so yellow. Charlotte is so yellow. It's insane. It's insane. And I showed people, I said, the bottle literally says neutral, and I'm like, this is like mustard yellow. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I did a color match on client, like richer skin. She bought the double wear. The color didn't look good on her. She wanted to switch it for another shade in the same brand. So I'm like, here, let me like swatch
It's because our fare selection is so much bigger this time around with this
Yeah.
variety. Like our fares are really quite expansive. So most people, I agree with you, Mel, because I had this conversation. She was a 106C, and she truly was, but she just wanted to be a bit darker. So I'm finding 108 really works well for people who are fair light but don't want to stay in that fair-ish category. They want to move to more fair light. 108 is a perfect. It has just enough warmth to do it without going
But
orange.
visually, did you notice also that like the lighter ranges are placed differently than the mediums and the actually the tons and the
Medium and tan,
so
yeah.
it feels like there's less of them, but they're pretty much the same. So I think it's also like a perception of
Yeah.
look at the pack on the
My only two qualms, and I told Danica this when she was with me, I really wish we had something to mimic 1R12 because I don't find there's an exact correlation. And then we really need something in between 240 and 340 because the jump is so vast. Why they're also the same number, I have no idea. But we need, if we mixed 340 and 240 and we got a middle, it would have been perfect.
I get why they're the same number because I think in the past people were afraid to jump to different undertones thinking the intensity was higher. I actually don't mind the repeated number because I just know I can flip the undertone, but it's not going to go higher or deeper essentially. I don't mind that, but I agree with you on the statement. There's a little bit of a space like in between those two categories, and I find that people that are 356W, like a true 356W, there is no other shade for them. That's what I'm finding. I
Yes.
don't know about you guys, but that's my view.
You're right.
In the BA swatching, I was like, wow, you actually can't get into anything else but the 356W.
Yeah.
So I would say that there's a little bit of a limited flexibility there. But that might just be our market, that might just be our
Yeah.
demographic for sure.
Yeah.
So
And I find that 342N is slightly lighter than 340N as well. I guess that's because of the yellow in it. Yes.
it's a little different.
Yes, because 340 is darker. And then it's like it's such a tricky place because I have people who are again right in between 240 and 340, and it's like 240 is like a half shade to a shade light, and then 340 is like a shade dark, and I'm like, oh, kills me.
Quickly before we leave, are you guys finding that all of your gondola back placement for the aqua resist is not good?
It's testing, I think people now that they can more, right?
So that's exactly, so every store I've been to has no proper placement for the aqua resist backing, like backstop backing.
Yeah.
They're all not accurate, like they're just loose in like big spots. Or they used the lipstick and they have it in the lipstick.
Oh.
I don't have that here.
No, at Eaton's it
Some of
was
them
like
were
the
Some of
thinner.
them was put on the way, and we made sure to have them order.
Like
So
online, I just
yeah, so Laval, St. Bruno, what am I missing? St. Cat. Yeah, I think St. Catherine's was another store. But yeah, sort them out. I don't know what's going on.
so
Does it take long for them to receive what they come out?
Actually, I was surprised that it didn't take that much time. Because usually it does take time.
so
Ariel, your question for the foundation was, is it a stick of water based
Hybrid. I heard it was a hybrid.
hybrid?
it's just weird because like water can be the first ingredient, but it doesn't mean that it's water based. What you have to take a look is how many silicones follow the ingredient deck. So
And then another thing I asked Danica, because I'm like, technically in the PowerPoint, it says, again, 24-hour waterproof and everything, but it's not on the packaging. So I was like, and she's like, just look to see if there's isododecane, which is apparently the film. Yeah.
So the second ingredient is dimethicone,
Okay.
then isododecane, and then you have another. So this is for me, from what I've learned, this is a silicone-based foundation. It has another 1-2 silicones after that,
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
and then it goes into your glycerin, alcohol, glycol, your niacinamide, your cross polymers to keep the longevity.
Did we test it on the app? Do we know what it
there yet. Because I usually scan everything into the app, but.
Do you still get a lot of people scanning in
You
your?
know, I get a lot of people using AI now.
Yeah.
That kills me.
So people are using Gemini, not so much chat, it's mostly Gemini that I see people using.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scan it out just to see what happens.
It's interesting. I sent ordered something. We received a package on our doorstep, but there was no name. But there was a UPC code, so I scanned them. I asked Gemini what was inside. And then he told me like they were like headbands. Like sometimes letting his servers, it's like metal headbands to wear. So I said, oh, I know it's from that.
That's so crazy.
How much we can do with the
Yeah.
AI is crazy.
It's a blessing and a curse. Because I'm just like, how are you trusting a machine to like a human professional? Like I'm here, I'm putting it on you, you can see it, feel it, touch it, versus whatever this
coming in,
thing is telling you.
she added the color of her dress from her makeup that she bought, and she's like, tell me what I should wear as makeup. Everything like Charlotte, Patrick, use this, try this. I'm like, I told her, I don't trust it. Let me show you my opinion, my professional review. I'm like, no. I told her absolutely nothing that was coming from that recommendation from AI. Forget it.
I don't know like how you get like I guess it's because if a lot of people search for something, it's gonna populate on AI
Algorithm.
as it learns from like different things. We should create robots that search for makeup forever.
There you go.
All night long,
There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even have Chat GPT or I have like no AI, nothing.
I think it's useful for some things,
Yeah, some stuff is useful, but I can't rely on that.
but it's not just that sometimes it's
No, and then I noticed that there was a woman during our pop-up that came in and we had just played the Yuka app game with the team, and her scores for our brand were lower than what we had, which I told Elisa about, but we have on our plate.
and I don't know if there's much we can do because I think how it works, you guys, that each person submits the information to them and then it's uploaded in that platform and there's not much we can do about it. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, so this is not scanning on Yuka yet, but
Alright, I guess I'll see you a little bit later. It was nice to see you guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye Val, thanks. Bye. So Ange, I was just gonna tell you, I'm pretty sure all my stuff is there, but it's in the 2026 one.
for which one?
For all my events, they're there.
Breathing properly.
So in the Hub Training 2026 in August, they should be there, cause I gave them to Lisa like a long time ago already.
Is there 2 August tabs? Is that why?
I have no idea, there's August 26th and there's one that just says August, I just put it in the August one, unless you want
No,
more.
that's 2025. August is, so every tab you look at has to have a 26.
Oh, okay, I will copy and
The blank
paste.
tab is for your reference. You guys remember, your blank tab is for your reference to see what you did last year. So if I look at April of last year, I can see everything that we did so we can comp
Get
it.
your butt back a
So
little.
this is allowing you to comp. So that means like, I don't, so if you look at, so for August here, last year, I'm comping against no, events, no boxes.
Mhm.
And then if you fill this out, for here, you just have to bring this into, your 26 tab.
Okay,
So
I just,
whatever April was here before, that would have been, so for instance, if we look at September, this is everything we need to comp in September.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry
Because I
about that.
haven't made, so then what I do is I'll go here and I'll say move a copy, create a copy, okay,
Yes.
and it's gonna make a new tab for me.
Put those nicely under there.
And then what I'm gonna do is now rename it, so it's gonna say September 26th. And then you guys are going to see the September 26th file. I'm just gonna put it next to June, July, August. So now, there is a September 26th tab, but everything in that tab is what you have to comp.
Okay.
But normally what I do is I erase the dates and I leave the doors so that you guys know you can go in and you can book them. Can you see the 26 tab now, Ariel?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay, don't worry.
I know I filled it all out, so it is there.
So it's probably you just have to transfer from the
Yeah.
from the 25 tab into the other. So that tab that doesn't have the year on, and then next year I'm gonna delete all of the 25 tabs and then only work with the 26 tabs and then create what we're comping. It's just that you guys know. So if Val says, hey, what happened? You guys didn't comp last year. You can go in quickly and be like, yes, because we had an event that weekend.
Got
It
it.
just makes it easier to track that way because I don't like the field master tracker.
Okay.
It's not good. So this brings me actually before you guys go.
Come on, baby.
Should have reviewed this with you. So I just want to show you guys where we're landing in terms of events because I've been looking at eventing. So it's kind of like if these numbers are reading accurately, and I think have I shared this with you guys, this file?
I don't think so.
I think so. Give me some more.
Okay.
What's it called?
It's called the 2025 Analytic Event Breakdown.
I think so.
Now, it has a 2026 tab. So here is like what you need to know. So if we take a look at my region specifically, last year my average MSC was 365. If I wanted to see a 25% lift based off of what Val wanted to see, my events used to be 5,400. However, my events only went up a little bit, so they went from 43 to 449. For all levels, they went from 36 to 37. So essentially $100, I don't know, $120 lift. Not super great. That's probably just our price increase, but whatever. Then if we take a look at Haley, we can see okay what's happening in this market, but still it's not bad. She was 32, went to 34. If I take a look at you, Ariel, your average was 31. Right now, you're below your average at 25.85. If we take a look at level 1, we can see there's a dip from last year to this year. Last year, that's almost $1,000. Last year to this year. So we can definitely see your market is being impacted during these events. So we should maybe get more diversified in the why behind it. If we take a look at Bridget, she has a great increase. We have 24 to 33. Level 1, 31 to 39. Level 3, 18 to 23. Sorry, 18 to 28. So you can see there's that lift here. Take a look at Emily. Level 1, 29 to 23 to 22. 2000, I don't have that number. That's over there. This is for her for Q1, Q2. Now, if you take a look at yours, 27 to 32. So you see a lift. So your level 1 average, 32 to 37. Your level 2 average, 22 to 28. And then Mia, we think there's something wrong with Mia's numbers. So I'm just going to see what's happening here. Because I was like, that seems like a sweet number. This is a pivot table. So everything that's here, I'm sorry, I should say. This is the raw data. So please don't touch the field master tracker raw data because unless you tell me, because the raw data is where I pull all the information from. But yeah, so
would you be able to reshare it, Ash?
I hate this.
Same thing. You can do this. First one hand, grab it really good. One, the other hand. Make sure you get the
I
grip.
have to do both.
Hold it. Let it go down. Hold it. Look at that. Hold it up. Hold it good. Okay.
I
Other
don't think you guys are on it. I don't think any of you guys are on it.
Nice and
Like, I
straight.
feel you did send it, or maybe did you show it to us?
You can do it. Nice and slow. Good. Nice and slow up. Nice and slow down. Breathe in.
So,
Breathe out as you're pushing it.
just so you guys can see where you're standing, what your standings
Good.
are, we do need to get those lifts elevated.
Keep
Like,
yourself straight.
we do need to be, especially moving into Q2, we're comping against no gratis, right? So we know Jan, Feb, last year, maybe even a little bit into March, we had some of that on our side, but moving into Q2, we definitely don't. So yes, the financial landscape looks different, but your FSC event, we feel like we want to be more last year because we know there's an emphasis from stores for the most part to collectively have a better follow through on that. So just giving you guys that perspective, let's see like what it is we can do. Now this is your hub average, right? So your hub averages, those would be what you can see like why not do better from last year to this year.
Your face is
Not do better. And why? It's because they're not putting a backing behind the hubs. This is exactly what is happening. So we're not getting any of that
I told you you could.
at all whatsoever. And I think that is abundantly clear. I don't want to say that 100% of our time, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not giving us the penetration, the sales penetration that